an emergency. We had 2 intel team agents undercover at the PF Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. Since our mission at the oil field, we're no longer just business rivals to the CFA. We're enemies, and they want revenge. Our men will be killed the moment the interrogation's complete. And then it won't just be a matter of 2 dead soldiers. Their execution will be a catalyst, sparking resentment within Diamond Dogs against the CFA. Our men will push us to retaliate. Then things will cease to be about business. We'll be starting a personal war. That's not what we set out to do. The 2 men are being held in Kaziba camp. Hurry, boss. They're counting on you. Don't let them down.
That's good enough.
Intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our 2 men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base. Be careful down there, boss. two intel team members and rescue them from the enemy PF. We need to get both of them back safe and sound. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
If we had a good military dog, we'd have an easier time locating people.
One of the two targets is escaping on foot in the forest to the north of the encampment. His predicted field of movement is on your iDroid.
Kaziba camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape wherever possible.
That was easy.
Speak. Where are your friends?
That wouldn't be able to happen.
A dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
Oops, the way to go.
They're holding our man somewhere in that outpost. Look for places they could keep him under lock and key. I've marked his predicted field of movement on your iDroid.
Let's see what we can do.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
A prisoner. That's not the target. Don't extract him just because you feel sorry for him.
We can't afford to take in people we can't use. Extract the targets. One of them is being held inside that outpost.
GPF, dit is Delta 6. Je ontsnapt de gevangenen is nergens in Saxony. We moeten ons voortgaan. Hoor. GPF, begrijp. 3 af. Uit.
That's the target. He's badly wounded. That's him. That's the target. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a full extraction. Get him out by chopper. Roger.
Shouting it at me. Kept saying, you think we're angry? The poor bastards from Massa Village will bleed you all dry for this.
Extract the targets. They're both counting on your rescue.
GPF, dat is Delta 9. Die vragen dat die hem van het erg gemaakt. Ik heb nou net zijn lijk opgespoord. Hoor. GPF, begrijp. Alles is van hem. Het is ongeveer. Reading eruit. Uit.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Rescue the other target. Head for the forest to the north of the encampment. Nice work. Our staff member on the run last contacted us from that forest. The enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open.
Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his location on your iDroid.
Okay, found something. It's a radio.
The target's transmitter. He must have dropped it trying to contact us again. Judging from its data log, not much time has passed since the transmitter was dropped. He should be close by. I'm updating the target's predicted field of movement. Target's predicted field of movement. If he's gone to ground, he'll have hidden himself somewhere in that area. Find him.
Oh, he scared me.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can... All right, that's the target. Quickly, extract him while you can. Confirmed extraction of both targets. Boss, on behalf of all the Diamond Dogs, thank you. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Quiet.
Leave the hot zone and find someplace safe. All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission... What? You're going back? That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Okay. Alright, I mean, I'll take it.
Mission complete, boss.
Elite soldier. A plus. And that's it, okay.
Boss, one of the job offers we received concerns me. There's a PF commander who's been talking big about getting into the nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that yellow cake. And there's another contract I'd like you to handle. It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention. Check the mission list for the details.
Boss, sorry to keep you waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake Cypher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it was clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkolobwe, meaning they went to the trouble of mining two sources of uranium, then transported them together in different states. Another thing, we detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now that is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it points to the existence of uranium-enriching technology. After all, yellow cake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they could mass produce this, they'd be just one step away from a gun barrel-type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by. And there's another question. Where were they transporting the yellow cake and malachite uranium? The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure. But rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, ZRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If Cypher's involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear? We need more information.
Shinkolobwe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
The U.S. bought a lot of uranium from Shinkolobwe mine during World War II for the Manhattan Project. They even sent a squad from the Army Corps of Engineers to reopen the mine after it was flooded. That's how good its uranium must have been. With that, the world's first nuclear test was a success. Shinkolobwe uranium might have been used in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs too. Just hearing its name is like seeing all the phantoms of the war rise up to haunt us. But all the uranium's dried up, and the mine's been closed for years.
So someone reopened it.
Right. Zero-risk security seized control of the area and were forcing locals to work in it. And the Zairean government was getting a slice of what they took in exchange for looking the other way. Mobutu has to finance his tastes somehow. He'll gladly sell the rights to some old mine. The question is, why would Zero-risk security do this kind of thing?
Or rather, why were their employers, Cypher, interested in an abandoned mine? Maybe getting trace amounts of uranium that to the naked eye it appears to be ordinary malachite, meaning security would be lax. Not a very efficient way of obtaining it, but easier to move.
But how would they enrich it at its destination?
Did the yellow cake really have a layer of highly enriched uranium in it?
Having trouble believing it?
No. If they say it's real, then it's real. In which case, they might have some enrichment method that we don't know about.
And this was to test it out.
It's possible. And that would mean it's almost complete.